Hello everyone and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. My name is Kath. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. If this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome, and if it's not, welcome back. I am so confused with the days. I could have sworn that today was Wednesday. It's Thursday, but it doesn't matter. I'm live anyway. If you can join me live, brilliant. If you can't, watch the replay. It will be there for you, and that's what replays are for. So it is December 18th, so we're 18 days into our challenge to use up a whole packet of the beautiful painterly Pears. And let me see, we don't have much left. We don't have much left. Let me bring all this stuff over and I will show you. Bits, gosh, stuff everywhere. Okay, let me flip the camera down and I will show you just how much we have left. It's not a lot. I think we are going to do this challenge, make this challenge. We've got this, and we have these pieces here of that paper, and then what's left in here. So there's not a lot. We are getting through this packet of paper. The trick's going to be using up the scraps. There's scraps like this that I will cut up for strips. These sorts of things I've kept just so we can see at the end how much we were able to use from each sheet of paper. I've just got them in that little container. Put the bits underneath, even the little bits I've kept, because it will be fun to see if we can use as much as possible from this paper pack. Now the card I've chosen for today is another quick and easy, oops, sorry, I've got something crinkling here. Quick and easy, pretty basic, but pretty card. And it consists of a card base that we will be putting together in basic beige. And we've got an old olive piece, and we're actually going to stamp on it. I haven't done much stamping for this challenge. There should be another mat somewhere that I've cut. And Darling Duckling that we're going to cut to go there. And we will mount the DSP onto it. We've got a strip, the two pieces for inside, and then instead of ribbon, we're going to use that for our sentiment, and we'll run that through the mini cut and emboss. And then this sort of Hessian Saki type die, we might use that too. Now, just give me, excuse me, one moment. I'm about to sneeze. I couldn't find the mute button. Sorry about that. We'll do the die cutting. So let me get my mini stamp boss here. It's pretty blue. As always, it's super easy to use the Stampin' Cut and Emboss or the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss because the plates are all numbered, but this base plate is not only numbered, but it tells you the order to put things in. So we've got a number 1 plate, we've got a number 2 plate, and you'll see it's all chewed up, but that's because that's my cutting plate. Now we'll pop this just onto there, and I'll run it through like that. And let me see, have I got some scissors somewhere? And we'll pop that one there like that, and you'll see I've got them in the angle. I don't know whether it's true or not, but someone told me years ago when I was using the Big Shot, the C6 Big Shot, that if you had dies and you could put them on the angles, so they weren't circles or whatever, to put them on the angles, they feed through better. top. Sorry, moved it, didn't I? If you're worried about that, because there's no magnetic plate for this lovely little cut and emboss, use some washi or similar painter's tape or something to go. Hold it down so it doesn't move. There's our little thingamajigger. I'll pop that there. We will need to do some brushing with this one. So I'll just put this out of the way and I'll pop pop the dies away so they don't get lost. There's nothing as frustrating as losing your dies. Here's my pokey tool. Always get my brush. I will get my brush and I will get my Pears knot. Let's go. All the little bits out. So all the little bits are out now. And on the back of the die, I don't know if you can see, there's a little hole, there's one there, all over the place. If you actually can carefully poke through those, that will release the cardstock or the paper from the die. Just very gently, this is a nice sharp die, peel it off, and there we go. That's what we're left with. So I'll pop that over there too. Put that away. Pop that back in there. See the little bits that came out? They can go on the bin, I'm not keeping them. The dies away. That's all the dies. And the die cutting we need to do. We need to do some stamping though. So I'm going to set up my Mossy Meadow. We'll see. I don't know whether I'm going to stamp Mossy Meadow or Mossy Meadow or Old Olive Mossy Meadow. We'll see how I like it. We can turn it over. Let's get some book. And stamps. And I think we'll use this stamp. I think just for a little bit of an outline, a little bit of an interesting thing we can do. I think we'll do that just because we can. So I'll use this joined together. I get a piece of scrap paper to go underneath. That is good. And I will bring in the bismuth again. And let's do that. Smaller stamp book will be slightly easier to use and have. Better control if it's a bit smaller. Now, I'm going to stamp. This is the wrong side. So I'm going to stamp it and I'll send it out. It hardly shows up. Right, so let's try it. The Old Olive. Just wipe that stamp off. Inks. see it, but yeah. Clean up our stamp, and then I'll show you a little cute little bonus stamp that's in this set. These sort of little dimples, splotches, sun kisses, whatever you want to call them, on the fridge. Oops, might get it out of it. These little speckles here. So I'm going to pop them on. Just right now, it's around for just like that, maybe. Just very lightly add them to better. Missing a light. Let's see if that helps. Oops. Long enough, didn't it? Just so it's a wee bit abstract and it's supposed to be. So going. Just making a little bit of background paper ourselves. Okay. Clean up the stamp. And we've got these other little speckly things we can use. These little things in a group of 3. I have no idea what they are, but we're going to use them. I'm just going to pop them in. Yeah. Just filling in where there's blank space. Someone who does this all the time, very successfully, said to me, it's much easier if you turn the paper, not the stamp. So I'll just, a bit like when we're fussy cutting, we hold the scissors, hold the stamp and turn the paper. All right, that was easy. So I just want to cut the match for the little bit, and it will be 10 by 6.5. I have a little size. Alright, what did I say? It needs to be 10, roughly 10 by 6.5. So I can do it a little bit bigger. I would die. It's one of the, I'm going to use one of the deckled rectangles, and I know that it is retired, but you know what? One of my favourite dies. So let me grab that and we'll be ready to put the card all together. Quick sticks. Now this packet of Painterly Pears CSP is doing really, really well. Where's my box of dies gone? It's right here. I can't find anything in here at the moment. Absolutely nothing. So, there. What did I say I was looking for? Deckled rectangles. So let me go. And we've got deckled rectangles right on the top. How's that look good? Choose one that's just a wee bit bigger than that. I really like these dies, and I know that they are, yeah. Next one up, which is this one. It's so nice. They just look a little torn. I am not good at tearing. It sort of doesn't really work for me, tearing paper and having it look really nice. So dies that give you that torn edge effect, like these do, are brilliant. I will bring back the Stampin' Mini Cut and Emboss. And we'll crank on through. Oh. Sentiment strip. Okay, plate 1, plate 2, other plate 2. Turn it around so that I'm not going khaki-handed. Sure that's reasonably centered on the cardstock so it cuts properly. And there we go. Look, one. That's it. There we go. And it is done. That is going to fit on there just like that. And you know what? Wouldn't that be nice? I think we might. We won't put it away yet. We'll put this die away and then we'll get the next one. So I'm going to cut that piece down to match because it just looks. You might need to use some washi on this to hold it in place. But that's okay, that's what washi's for. Washi tape, that's what I was looking for. Just stop and think, and I know I had some of that. Here it is. Just fell off. This was just cheap Kmart or $2 shop or somewhere washi. I don't use expensive washi for this. Tight sleeve, beauty. Can go on there like that. That can go on there like that. Hold it up. And back the cut and emboss. And get through. Just like so. Right. Stay there. We need to save that frame. All right, I'll put the die away so that I don't lose it. The stamps and dies have started to come in the new packaging now, so that's really a bit nifty, I think. Okay, let's get this put together. We've got our card base. We are going to get our bone folder and give it a good burnish. And I have cut it tent style, like that. Now we are going to lay this, and this is the full width of the card because the card's going to open this way. So we get some glue. Refilled the glue bottle this morning. So that's quite good. Do that. Refilled the glue bottle. Make sure you've got your pears going in the right direction. You stamp them with the direction like I did. And just put that down. Line it up so it's nice and even. Smush away the spare glue. Right, now I've cut a little strip of early espresso, but I actually want it narrower. That's 6 mil wide. I'm wondering how it would go at 3. Dare we try and cut 3 mil? I'm going to do sort of right in the middle there. I think a narrower strip would look nicer. So there we go. How does that look, do you think? Powering through this card today. Hi, Evelyn. Hello, Maureen. Oh, Evelyn, I'm sorry you had a hospital appointment, especially because it's such a horribly hot day and it's really windy here. Oh, it's so hot. I didn't put the washing out. I did the washing last night and got up this morning thinking I'll put it out early, and then I got sidetracked, and by the time I was ready to put it out, the sun was well and truly up, so I just stuck it in the clothes horse. I thought if I put it out in that blazing sun, it will dry rock hard and horrible, and I'll be really upset. Alrighty, there we go. Now we've got this to put on here, like so. What am I going to pop it up, or am I going to leave it flat? What am I going to do? And I actually might stick this down and then pop the Darling Duckling up on dimensionals. Isn't it exciting that we've worked our way through this paper pack, and without the repeats for the 2 one-sheet wonders we did, we've only repeated, I think I've only made 2 cards the same twice out of all the cards we've made, and we've had a little bag and a few other, the portfolio. We've done really well, I think. We've done really, really well. 34 and a hot wind. It's saying 37 on my thing. It was got up to 39 before, but then we got a bit of cloud, but the cloud's gone, so it will get hot again. How does the song go? It's December in Australia. That's what happens in Australia in December. Go straight back, I won't lose them. I don't think we made anything particularly difficult this month. I think everything's been pretty straightforward, don't you think? Apart from the exploding box card, and that was all on me. I just could not get, I was up at the fairies that day, wasn't I? All right, so this sort of is going to sit centered between there and there, but I'm just going to eyeball it. Before I pop it down. So stretch. Okay. Well, lie that down. I should have done this on sticky paper. So what I will do is put a little dab of glue. Yeah. And okay, without it squishing up everywhere. There, and one more. So let's stick that. Oh, and there on it there. And then put it. And put it this way. I'm just going to let it off just a little now. Dabs too small and they dried on me. Could use a sponge dogger, I suppose. I don't really want to. There we go. We go like that. And then I've cut this already so I could put the cut and emboss away. Let's see if I can just stamp that in. Oh, it would be nice and early espresso, wouldn't it? Where's my early espresso? I think it might need re-inking, although I might have re-inked it already. Oh, looks like I re-inked it. Okay. Cleaned off those little dots so they can go back in there. Don't lose them. And this, and because I've only got two sides to use, I am definitely putting it on the Pears mat. Stamp looks nice and dark. There we go. And I will just hold it there for a while to let the cardstock absorb the ink. I'm not pushing down hard on it, I'm just holding it on top. No wriggling because that will smudge it. But I want the cardstock, okay, to absorb the ink so it looks pretty. Back in there. Clean off that stamp straight away. And that. Right. Now I have to decide, do I want to pop that up or just leave it flat? How do I want it? It's really So you don't mind it flat, do you think? Just have it flat instead of popped up. I'm just going to put it down flat. Normally I would put the sentiments on dimensionals, but I think it would look better flat. Just with the way of the card. So I'm going to pop it there, and I am going to put it slightly over that hair. Just like that. All right, the inside. What are we going to do on the inside? Down. see. Yeah. It's better. Oh, first of all, we can put this one down at 10, and I'm doing very vanilla again. I think the white on the basic grey is really stark. Basic beige, sorry, is really stark. And I'm not sure I like it. There we go. So, just like so. And let's go through our scrap bin and see if we've got some bits we can use up. Chop up. See if we've got scraps. Yes. And decorate the inside. I'm going to give you a little bit of a shake. Shake, 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 shake. There we go. Let's see what we've got in here that we're not going to use any of those bits. But we could some reverse. There's little flowers we could dye that. Or there's some strips. We've got some strips. I think that could be cut down. What's the right length? We just have to decide on the width. And chop that down. That would look nice just to finish it off. Do I want it to be? 2.5 inches. Let's do that. Let's see. And because it's chopped off mostly on this side, I'm going to pop it on this side here. I don't think it really matters what side you put them on. Do that. Yes, I did. That's okay, because we'll keep that. So I can use that for another one. Let me grab paper trimmer. Concentrating on what I'm doing. It is at 9.5. I think very vanillas. That's 13.5. So 9.5. Let's go to 9.5. It's a good sentiment strip. By 13. I'm ready for Christmas and for a holiday, folks. I really am. And we start the process all over again. That's not going to match. Gives me the same sort of problem though, doesn't it? Way, and then mellow bits. It's a long bit too. What have we got in the paper pack? Not a lot in this paper. That's the right colour. Maybe, actually with this bit that it will have to go down the bottom. Just to get down the bottom like that. That's too bad. I can see what's in the die cut envelope. Interesting. Not really. Not for this card anyway. I'm going to do that. And I know this big pear, it looks like it's going sideways, but the blossoms look okay. So that's what I will do. Give my glue a good shake. And do that. And then we've already got a piece for tomorrow started. Whatever I choose to do tomorrow. Now tomorrow is my last day at Cheapskates till the 6th of January. I will do a video tomorrow for you. It's not going to bother me at all, which is really quite weird because usually things that aren't quite right, aren't quite centered, aren't quite level or whatever. Really bother me, but it doesn't actually. I think it's because the blossom looks like it's going the right way. Yeah. Alrighty. Pop those there. Do we need some room? We need to start using up this secret seed. I used nearly all of the darling duckling and the pretty mossy meadow, rolled olive, whatever it is. Let's see. I want to come. I just don't. Too much there. Not really a triangle, but it will do like that. No, one of the bottom doesn't show up. Alrighty, that was an easy card. It was quick. There's no great skill involved. The dies are lovely and really, really handy. The stamps and dies are available as a bundle at the moment, which means if you join them as a bundle, you get 10% off. The whole suite is actually on last chance list, but you will still be able to buy some components individually. The details for my shop are below. And if I remember, it's Friday tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with, and we'll see what else we can do. Something like this. Okay, have a great afternoon, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That really helps our channel grow, and that's what we want it to do. Okay, see you tomorrow.